Dee dee dee. Dee dee dee. La da 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 da. Hi Josh, bye Josh. Hello everyone. I'm not going to mess around too long here because I have to think of the lovely people who watch this later on and have to sit with me just staring, not at the game, not at the screen, just at some chat that they can't see. I suppose they can see it, but who would watch it with the chat in the past? Hello Cheesy, hello Mental, hello Roto. Lovely to see you. I'm going to kick off, if that's alright. Well, not kick off, that sounds like I'm going to have a bit of a fit. Get all angry. What's this creaking? Oh. It's just us returning here. Well, we will give people a couple of minutes to get back in, but I think I'm going to have to go and do the final note next. That's what I was told last time I needed to do, and then we can carry on playing. So we'll wait a couple more moments to get people in. Hello, Mental. How are you? I'm doing very well today, thank you very much. It's a nice long weekend. I had Friday off, and it's a bank holiday on Monday, so today is Sunday, for those of you who aren't aware. And I plan on having a lovely day today, which is essentially my Saturday, and playing some of these games. I might watch Interstellar later, which I've never seen. I thought I'd give that a go. Hey, Genuinely. How you doing? Have I thought about playing the Dead Space remake? I've thought about it. I've been very close to buying it, but I decided I'm already doing a remake. I want to play newer, fresher stuff. So I think probably what's going to happen is I'll wait until it comes down in price, or I get gifted it in, I don't know, a year or two's time, or I'll buy it for £10 or something, and then I'll get going and play it then. It'd be interesting to see. Anyway, the heart rate's nice and high because I had a great big dinner, and it's all the sugar and fat and salt is all coursing round my veins. Also post-run. Let's see if that goes down, because that... I suppose I am standing and chatting to you all, but that's not a great resting heart rate, is it? It's usually better than that. It's always when I start streaming that it goes up. Maybe I'm just nervous. Anyway, let's get going. The final note. I want to see what that's all about. Do you wish to play the final note? You will not be able to come back to the lighthouse until you finish. Yes. Musician's story
is that of hitting a piano key. My small, chubby finger. The cold, smooth ivory under my skin.
Is this going to be the wife's story?
And then... exhilaration. Pure joy as I heard the immediate response to my action. The sound that appeared just because I pressed that key. I'm not gonna let it go. I won't be imprisoned.
Well, this is interesting. My goodness, it is! We're going to play as the wife. Do we get to chase... There I am. Do we get to chase him through the house, saying, get out, I'm going to cuddle you.
I need
Hello, Cheesy.
someone to confide
Hey, Declan.
in. And that someone is me.
Someone is me. Well, this is definitely new. I've not played this before. I don't think it exists outside of this remake.
Hush now, my baby. I'll tell you a tale. There was a man whose world wasn't pale. There was a woman who made the world sing. And they found love, the most beautiful thing.
Gazing back on the love letters and poems of yore. Have I played Phasmophobia? I have played Phasmophobia. I bought it because everyone was talking about how amazing it was. And I bought it and I downloaded it and I installed it. And with my brother-in-law, we stayed up late one night playing it for about 50 minutes. Couldn't work out what the hell we were supposed to do, where the hell we were supposed to go. Nothing scary happened. It was so obtuse, like... Okay, none of the instructions made any sense. We had no idea what we had to do, and we just went, this sucks, and we uninstalled it, and I got a refund. It's the only game I've ever had refunded. Perhaps I didn't understand what we were supposed to do, but we gave it a good bash. Yeah, or maybe I was playing like a really old version of it or something. I know it's supposed to be kind of a multiplayer thing, and it was just you know, we were both on the same machine just going, oh, let's play something scary late at night. But that's what happened. So I was really disappointed. I was hoping for some fun scares, and it was like, oh, go and, you know, fetch 8 different things and put them all here, and then go and fetch thousands of pieces of equipment from the van and all this shit. And it's like, I just want to explore the spooky house because it looked spooky and nothing would happen and I didn't know how to make it start. Anyway, phasmophobia aside, here we are.
You mustn't give up. You had everything any of us ever wanted. You still do. Your talent, your marriage, your daughter. Neither of these went away.
Neither of them.
The only thing the flames changed was you. You have power over yourself. Live your life. Reclaim it. Don't let your body be your cage.
Interesting. So we have been burned. The flames only changed you. Doesn't look like we've got the burns. Oh, she looks dreadful, doesn't she, really? The model that they've used is just very... Considering this is full of ray tracing and all sorts of gorgeous stuff, they could have included a couple of slightly better people models. But see, look, this looks amazing. And we're getting achievements already. Dead eyes, exactly, Billy. Oh, Billy's here. No, I'd better start talking about how good this game is. Cause just kidding.
After some time,
It is good.
they had a child
And
that
welcome.
brought light to their life. A lot of light. She loved her parents, her dolls, and her toys. And even Daddy wasn't mad at her noise.
Wow. This is very cool.
Then, one day, there was a fire. It took from Mommy all her desires. She didn't know what to do with her life.
So she ended it there and saved her daughter the strife. Wow, that was dark. Sorry, we didn't. Speaking of dark. Oh, the sound in this game is so well done. Let's go in here. Oh, into the painting room. Oh, just the one. That's interesting.
And then, she found a very sharp knife.
Ah, that's the end of the rhyme.
Is this how I
Shit.
looked?
Door's shut. Is this how I looked? I mean, you don't look far off that now. Maybe I'm just looking in the mirror. Maybe I see what I want to see, you know? Oh dear. Excuse me. Oh no, I'm gonna be sniffing now. I've had the sneezies today. Mr. Sneezy. Wow.
It's so dark in here. Time to let the light in.
Oh no. What are we going to be trying to get rid of this time though? That's obviously locked. Oh, we've got a different light meter this time. It's an electric light as well. Rather than that weird lantern I had last time. Oh no. We're going to have one of these weird recursive things, aren't we? Yeah, of course. What happens if we do this? Is this turning it round? Oh my god. It is turning it round. Ah, so that's what's going to be on the other side of this, is it? It is. Okay. Well, that makes sense. Let's go... Where were we? Shit, where's the other door gone? I'm sure it was here, wasn't it? Because we had that next to it. So... let's go this way first, and we'll keep turning it 90 degrees and see how we go. Oh! Ah, this one's just spooky from the outset, isn't it? Maybe I'll try Phasmophobia again, because everyone's still saying, in the chat, everyone's still saying it's fantastic. I must not have understood it, or got what was going on. But I was genuinely so disappointed. I was ready to love it. Maybe it's a stream game at some point, and you guys can help me out. Morphine prescription. Good for you. I must have had morphine at some point. These chains. Very old school, ghost story-esque. Ah, we got full physics on them? No, just on one or two of them. Clever. Save your computer's resources. Save my computer's resources. Something just changed. Oh, we're back here. Ah. Lovely, okay. Well, we need to go this way, don't we? Clearly. The room with the bloody handprints on the door. Oh my god. Look at the shadows they cast. Pick up your morphine. Is that morphine or is it just a bandage? What's that noise? Stop closing. Alright, well we've got this and we've been through all of there, so... Close that up. Ugh. And we'll check what that is in the wall. A hook of some kind. Let's now give that a little push. Little baby bum. And upside down throat cutting. Not the things we enjoy. Oh my god, so dark. Okay. Let's have a good look at this.
I hate this. But it seems simpler than playing the violin. For now.
Why would you want to play the violin? It seems like one of the harder instruments to play. Just play the steel drums. It's going to be a similar thing. Like, ooh, something down on the floor there. One sec. Strange little box of something. Not quite sure what to expect here. I haven't got the rhythm of what this game's throwing at me yet. Shit. It feels like, well, I mean, I came from that way, but it feels like here is where the door should be that I came out of. Picked the cross stitch up from there, and then that was the handprint door. We just let the light come back up. There we are. Through this door we go. Again, it's recursive. How's this one changed? Oh, it has changed. Oh, but we've come out the right-hand side now. Oh, that really is weird. Well, we got the thing we needed. Into the bloody hand door again. Oh my god. I'm hating this. What's around? Bowl of fruit's been smashed. What? Use that to defend yourself. Against what? Oh, is it against me? Oh, great. More of you. I'm so glad they have more of her.
These chains are of our own making.
It's everyone's favourite mini-game. Escape the Groot. Ooh.
What would I do with it? Take it away. I can't look at it. And don't try to bind me again.
She can't bear her bandages or her... Is that laudanum? Let me zoom in. Yeah, laudanum. She can't bear those things because they remind her of her recovery. Oh, just change this time. What do we have here? Yep, just change. All right. Open up. Damn it. Okay. We'll go through here. We'll wait to see if she chases us. She won't just appear, will she? There's always like a her heralding song. There's always some sort of dun 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 dun. We get through there? No. Still not 100% sure what I'm doing here. Just sort of collecting 3 things to put in the right place. There we go. I've got a key. Ah, which will open the bloody handprint door. But of course now she's here, it makes it harder. We'll sprint through her burning, crumbling remains. Run through. Shut that behind us. They can't use doors. They can use doors! We've locked it. Unlocked it. Rather. We've... Is she still storming up the... Oh my god. Oh, don't look. Just get in. Oh, I hate her a lot. What even is that? Is that a gag? Like something to bite down on while they like remove something. Oh. Will I be playing Alan Wake 2 when it comes out? When's it due out? That should be one I should play, really. We've broken the door. Nice. Oh.
What are you doing? I don't want it! Take it away! Take it away!
I'm afraid eat you away, pink elephants on parade. Is that SCP? That bear that's supposed to lull you into a false sense of security and then viciously kill you. Someone's been playing more SCP Observer. Can't get in there. We can have a good look at these rusty chains. Look, our hands burned, if you can see that in the dim darkness. We're demonstrating superhuman power. Break the first chain. Ah, we're back.
I can't go on like this. I need to break free.
Ah, it's low-hanging fruit. I'm not going to start singing that song. Here we go, through the chains. I think this video might be called Break Those Chains. Ooh. I didn't see what that was before it flickered and changed and it went doom. I'll bet you anything it was the creepy Jodie figure.
If the finger you put it on has been deformed, destroyed, does the marriage even stand a chance?
Yeah, it's an interesting thought. I mean, my feeling is yes, it does, but it's just an interesting thought.
Luckily, I can take refuge in music. That's when my shackles get lighter, if only for a little while. Even the gramophone helps sometimes. I feel much better after listening to some vinyls. Also seems to think it helps.
What do we reckon that name says there? What do you guys think? It says illegible, but I reckon we can make a name out of that. Any thoughts in the chat? What do you think that says down there in the bottom left? Also seems to think it helps. I think I know what it is. You've got Enid. You reckon the husband's name is Enid? Alright, there's a good guess, Billy. I'm going to say... Excuse me, I'm going to say that says... Clint. Or Davy. Huey, that's a very good one. Genuinely says it says Jeff. Or Goif. I'm going to take your word for it genuinely because your name has convinced me. Elias Egbert? Egbert? Oops. I doubt we'll ever find out the name. Right, well we can't crouch, so we're not going that way. Into the creepy cupboard we go. What are these? Oh, they're for keeping chains attached to the wall, aren't they? Right, shit always happens in here. The door always shuts and then...
We thought everything we wanted to hide would fit here. How stupid we were. Today, a lock jammed in the bedroom door. I started screaming, begging anyone to open. It was a good half hour before a maid showed up. I don't understand. I lock the door in the house all the time. But something about being in a room I couldn't leave was just unbearable.
I think I'm with you there. Out! Open! Oh. More hallways stalked by my burnt self. Oh, a birdcage. Ah, speaking of breaking free.
Breathe in here!
Yeah. Oh, look, you can see the shadow of a bird. No, it's the shadow of the cage. I'm an idiot. My God. Oh, I can't breathe in here. Let's get out. We can't get out. Oh, my God. Okay. Ah, don't there be a scary. Don't be a scary. It's getting thinner! I hate the sounds. I'm Howard Carter. There's a sparrow scratching at my eyes. Oh, we're out. Oh. I didn't much enjoy that. Ah! Breathe. Yeah, alright. Good idea. How do you expect me to breathe when this shit keeps happening?
Even my instruments have their prisons.
I like the little, you can see the finger marks just to the right at the bottom of the screen there. On the casing. It's a really nice design. Or attention to detail. Oh. Through we go. Ah! Again, one of these. Is it another you've got to make a choice area?
Do you want to stay with me, little bird?
Yeah.
It's safe here. Suffocating, but safe.
Oh, here we go. So yeah, that must be what that weighing up thing means, the scales weighing up thing. Let's think. Do I want to set Birdie free, or do I want to, even though it's dead, or do I want to keep it in a cage? Do you know what? I think I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to go for what I don't think she would do, and I'm going to whack it in the cage and see what happens.
Let's suffer together inside this golden cage.
This golden cage. Okay. Let's check where it could have gone. On a little pillow next to the door, the window. Is not every window also a door? What do we reckon's going to happen here? While we decide what we think's going to happen here, I'm going to pour myself a little drink. Okay? It's Lindora's Abbey Aqua Vitae. It's kind of like a whiskey. It's kind of the precursor to Scotch. It was a traditional malt spirit made as long ago as 1494 at Lindora's Abbey, infused with a blend of herbs and spices, including cleavers and sweet Sicily, which grow in our gardens amidst the grounds of the ancient abbey. It suggests having it over ice with orange peel or something. Yeah, a slice of orange and ginger ale, but I just have it. Have a nice little dram of it in a glass. That's going to be my stream drink for today. I got it for my birthday, which was recently, and I'm very happy. It's a really interesting... it's very slightly medicinal, but in a good way. I've no idea what cleavers are, don't know what sweet Sicily is. You'll have to look it up, but that's what I'm drinking. So, let's go. Are feet hands? Yeah, it's a good question. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Ah, the lights are going. This feels like a ride at Disneyland or something.
There's nowhere to run!
Oh my god, the walls are closing in! Okay. I should have been sprinting earlier. Crap, I'm gonna get squished. Oh. Quick! Bloody hell! I wonder if I could have got squished there if I hadn't been going faster. Oh, it's going to play a lot on our mind of the old claustrophobic thing.
I feel like my life is falling apart.
Claude the painting. to
Everything I
shreds.
touch breaks.
Oh. Oh! Fuck! Oh, we're closing in again. All right.
I know it now. I measure.
Uh-huh.
My room is shrinking every day. He paints it.
Well, I haven't really got much time to listen to that. It wants me to escape. Oi.
The painting is so bland that you have to focus
Cheers.
to see that it's even there. Looks like the work of a person afraid to change his surroundings. Someone who's resigned and isn't willing to put himself out there. Who hates to see even his loved ones out and about and free. A man who will imprison his family just to stop them from getting better than him.
Oh, that is strong. It's nice though. Now, I've got a question for you, chat. Why are there only 14 of you? Normally there's a few more in the streams. Although maybe that's because I'm playing on a Sunday afternoon at 2 o'clock. It's not exactly prime time horror streaming time, is it? Or whiskey drinking time. But that's how we roll, and to be honest, I think a lot of you will be watching on catch up anyway. Let's break those chains. Am I more burned there? I could say I was more burned. And we're out. That was a lot quicker. I assume we're going... Ah, basement time. Superb. Then we'll have to work our way through there. Probably, I'd say, ending up in his study, his office. Which scares me.
Whatever you say about this place, it had great acoustics.
Great acoustics for all the screaming. Rat just ran across, and the flirt alert. So cheesy. Hello to you, my dear friend. Happy belated birthday, Steve. Oh, bless you. Thank you so much, Cheesy.
I could move souls. I could do anything I wanted with them. If I had them listening. This here, it was my place of power.
I think you've been at virtually every stream recently as well, Cheesy. I appreciate that. Thank you. And many thanks for your gift. I'm a happy boy. I had a lovely birthday. Much better than last year. I thought I was getting to be one of those people that's like, oh no, I can't celebrate birthdays now because I'm getting old and, you know, nothing's going the way I want it to go and everything's all terrible. I had a dreadful birthday. But this year, absolutely brilliant. Had none of that. So clearly, I'm doing fine. Let's play piano. Ah, but with the broken... Or the what's the word? Burnt hands. It's been whisked away from me. Oh no, we've got all sorts of things now. Right, first off... Nice
She
picture.
couldn't say, of course. But her dreams about music were something to behold.
That was dreadful. The thing was bloody stretched out to fit that aspect ratio.
Today after dinner, I tried to pick up the violin, and I just couldn't grasp the bow. The problem wasn't even holding it properly. It was holding
Hi,
it
Jody.
at all, not letting
Welcome.
go.
Making
Not
an entrance
screaming
like that.
pain. It's like my hands are in shackles, like every finger has its own ball and chain. I can't move them properly.
Yeah, I bet that sucks. Because if your skin's been burnt that badly, it's going to be sort of fused into one place, isn't it? I hate that photo. / painting. I can see how they've done it, though. They've used the old smudge tool in Photoshop.
A painting as boring as this one could be conceived only by a person who doesn't feel or understand emotion anymore. A vile, heartless man, locked in a bland, boring prison.
She's starting to get very bitter about him. I wonder if she really thinks that about his paintings, or if she's just harbouring resentment, as we know she has at this stage. Oh my god! Hang on! Was that him going up in the lift? I'm sure I remember being in the lift, going up, and seeing her coming out of the fire like that in the corridor. Are we playing the original game, but from our perspective. Oh my god, it's coming. Our perspective rather than his. Get out the way! Oh, that was so nerdy. Get out my way! Come on. No, it's not that close. It's okay. Knock down everything we love. Oh, and then we start to fall. That's very cool.
It hurts.
Look in the mirror now. Oh.
God, I just wanted to stop.
It will. We'll look for help. Everything will be all right.
No, I don't want more strangers to see me like this.
But I can't do this alone. I'm not a doctor. There's my work, there's our daughter. There's too much for one person. Please, darling. We need help.
There's more than one person. I will look after myself. I am strong enough. You know me. I will power through it.
She's got another achievement there. Live through the first conversation. What's that about? Live through the first conversation. Shall we see how we look now? No, we look... Oh. Look at that. They should have animated the figures better. I know you don't see them all that often, but look at her arm. Her shoulder specifically. As she does that. That's... I'd say that's almost... And look, the light's actually disappeared from the torch there. Yeah, I'd say that's almost unforgivable. That's so easy to fix. Oh well. It's just one small part. I'm getting so much more critical, you know, in games and movies and all sorts. Maybe it's a facet of getting old. In my old age.
I started practicing again. It isn't much, and is frustrating, but it feels good. Keeps telling me that I should be careful.
It does say
I
Huey.
don't think he believes I can get better.
Or does it say Billy?
I think he likes it that I'm locked here.
I think it says
In
Billy.
this house, in my body. With him having all the control.
She's very sensitive of her wonky elbow, is she? Sorry about
Trapped in
that,
this
cheesy.
house, in its body. In my head.
Wish somebody would tell me I'm fine. Oh, we're straight in here. What was downstairs then? I was saying we'll end up going in here. But I thought this was downstairs. Maybe that's the living room.
This is where we pretend to be normal.
Fuck's
Say,
sake. Thank you very much, my lovely darling wife. Hello. Say hello to the lovely people.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right. Hello to the lovely
Hello,
people. Oh no, I left the
lovely.
Patreon thing up for ages.
Hello, lovely
There we
people. Treat
There we
him
are.
well, please.
They are treating me well. Look, Sir Cheesy gave me a lovely happy belated birthday gift.
Oh,
and
thank you.
everyone else is being lovely.
Good. Well, have a good
Thank
time,
you for my
everybody.
cup of jasmine tea,
You're welcome.
which I was expecting in 20 minutes, which is why I shat myself. But I'm very happy to have it now. That wasn't a slight. Thank you very much.
That's okay. See you later.
able people. Where the shackles were the heaviest.
Scary stuff. This is why predators be normal, sane people where the shackles were heaviest. Right. Like a bit of stalk brim, do you, John Ross? Oh, wow, we've got some very laggy frame rate here. Skyrim, we'll have to see.
If I'm not
Maybe.
able to go out and be the lady of the house,
It's a long one.
they will send me to the hospital. I know it.
Alright, so she's desperate to maintain her social status. Oh, look at the size of that chain. Yeah, she really feels hemmed in by that. Me, after my third glass of aqua vitae from Lindora's Abbey. Distilled with cleavers and sweet Sicily. How would I describe this? Hang on, let me give it a go. None of you care, but there's only 14 of you and there's one of me, so it doesn't make much sense. It doesn't smell great. It smells... There's something weird smelling about it. It's sweeter, more punchy and vibrant than a whiskey generally. Oh, it's really good. It's weird, but it's really good. Right, pay attention, Steve. Stop talking about 8 different things at once. Skyrim, John, perhaps, possibly. And he said possibly. It's something I should revisit, but it's a timing thing, because there's, I mean, how many parts did I do? 40 something? Ooh. And it's a big old game. And that would take up all my recording time, so I wouldn't have time to do horror stuff. I don't know, maybe I could make it work.
A library is so much more than just a room.
Wow.
It's an escape. Hundreds of escape exits.
Hundreds of escape exits. Oh dear. This is an ambitious bit of DLC, this, I think. Its scope is definitely increasing. Can we read any of the titles of these books? We can't, they're all redacted. If I look too closely, I'll see the same textures, so I shan't! Shan't. Round we go. Oh, it's closing in. At least it feels like it. Let's look at this first. Satan with the green man as a crotch and the weirdest apple boobs I've ever seen. Where are we looking?
You have a responsibility. There's a child who needs you. I understand this is hard. I understand that you're in pain. But you are a mother, for God's sake.
Yeah, no matter how bad it gets, if you have a child, they are a huge responsibility, and you need to remember that. I wonder if she started to neglect our daughter then. We got some sense of that, didn't we, in the daughter DLC, but nothing particularly bad apart from, oh, play the piano better. Otherwise, she seemed quite loving and attentive. But perhaps that was just before all this happened. Before the burn of 98. 1898? Ah, I don't like this at all. It's really twisty-turny. And I'm not sure which way is the right way. Oh. Feels like I'm in Little Nightmares again. Ah, there's some stairs that lead down, okay. There's also a door that opens. This is far too open world for me. Talk of Skyrim. Tell you a game I'm looking forward to playing, and that's, well, that'll be in my own time, but that's God of War Ragnarok. I played the original God of War, I played the, God of War 2019 or 16 or whatever it is last year, and I loved it. I thought it was really good fun. It's obviously it's a certain type of game, so we can't say that it's breaking records at being profound or anything, but it was so much fun. That's the main thing about it, and its spectacle was incredible. And I'm waiting for the new one to come down in price.
Practice makes perfect.
Practice makes perfect. Okay. But again, that's the sort of game that I just play by myself and not play on the channel. But you mentioning Skyrim sort of made me think of it a little bit. It's a remotely similar game. To some small degree. Are we downstairs now? Colour me disorientated. Let's go this way. Oh. Don't slam shut. Right, guaranteed this door's going to slam shut on me. Ready? See? Slammed right shut.
When I had Sebastian, I thought I will be the best mother to ever walk the earth.
Jasmine tea.
And it almost killed me. With Margaret, I give myself more space to breathe, to be
Oh,
myself.
that's strong.
I am happier for that. And the children seem to be happier too.
Okay. So old Beatrice seemed to say, don't bother looking after your children, just let them do what they like. Maybe she's the reason. I dislike this room now. That was very reductive of me, but I feel that's sort of what was being said. Oh, everything's getting wobbly. We've got this weird black shit oozing out of everywhere as well. The rot. Have I ever heard of the game Night Security by Chiller's Art? Yes, I have. I've actually whacked it on my wish list so I wouldn't forget about it. That's probably going to be soon on my list of things to play. When I get around to having some time to... Well, when I finish this, get round to buying it and playing it. I've heard some good things about it. Nothing specific, but I've just heard... I've seen that it's all over YouTube and that people seem to like it. Someone's walking around down there! Hang on. Who was that? Don't you dare disappear. There was genuinely someone down there. Why have they gone? Is it because the light went out? Oh, well, we want to get through here, do we? Oh my god. It's here with me. In the room. Okay, which way haven't we been? Right, we haven't been downstairs. Let's go downstairs. Towards where that fucking thing was. Genuinely horrific, Night Security. Oh, God. I don't want genuinely horrific. I need fun and nice and pleasant and profound and thought-provoking and easy and sexy. Let's go this way, even though this is the way I think the thing walked. Oh dear. Not going to be perturbed by that. We're just going to walk in here, close the door behind us, and keep
I feel like
walking.
it's the house that is moving around me.
Ugh.
Not me moving around the house. My head is spinning.
Oh, that jasmine tea is really strong. Oh. Oh, this is really screwing up my sense of perspective. Up is down and left is right and back is side.
It shouldn't be so prominent in a 3 or maybe 2-year-old, but I remember it clearly. The realization that the piano would do what I wanted it to. The feeling of complete control. From that day, I strived for it.
Fell in love with the piano, fair enough. I think it's a beautiful instrument. You go back a few episodes, you'll see me praising the piano, lauding it as the versatile instrument that it is. Excuse me. Do you know, when I was in school, I was... Oh my god. I was perhaps 12. 12 to 14. And I really liked pop punk. So we're talking... Well, pop punk, skate punk, you know. Sort of new punk. We're talking The Offspring, Green Day, Blink-182, Sum 41, Bad Religion. Still like Bad Religion, to be fair. Excellent band. And I remember I think it was an Offspring song. I listened to it and it was fairly new. And there was a piano in that Offspring song. And I remember thinking to myself, I don't like that song because it has a piano in it. My music has to be pure. It has to be pure punk music. And that is a bass, 1 or 2 guitars, some drums, and some vocals and backing vocals. Done. That's what I want. Take your piano out, you've ruined the song. These days, oh, she's over there again. These days, I realise I couldn't have been more wrong. A piano is one of the best things you can add into rock music. It just brings it something amazing. Defend pop punk. Hey, no, I'm not embarrassed to say that that's the sort of music I was into, and I still revisit it sometimes. Some of it was brilliant. Superb stuff. Tell you, another thing that I listened to recently was System of a Down's Toxicity album. That was quite something. Look, we keep on going past all these doors. Let's go through this door that was by the side here, if we can. No, it's locked. Okay, let's not go through that door. Just had a heavy night out, these 2 bookshelves. Oh, I'm empty, mate. I'm empty. I've got no more in me. A lot of effort went into building these stages. Look at this, all these rooms. Presumably a lot of this stuff was hand-placed by some poor overworked developer. Okay, we're in a boat. Look at this. No, we're on the outside of our house, presumably. Tastes do change, Jodie, yes. These days, Declan, I listen well. Let's go through the Storpy listening history, shall we? So, my love of music really started with those 90s, early 2000s, early 2000s punk bands, pop punk bands, things like that. And after a little while, it progressed, and I started listening to slightly heavier stuff. So we're talking System of a Down, and then other new metal stuff, and Limp Bizkit. I loved myself some Limp Bizkit, even though it's less than perfect now.
Do you remember the saying that behind
To be
every
continued.
great man stands a great woman? Your husband has the bearing of a great man. But without your help, without someone who's always there for him, who keeps the home fires, he will wither and die. You proved yourself to be a strong woman. I know you have it in you to be there for him, even now. The tragedy that hurt you hurt him too. I know you have compassion in your heart. Reach for it.
The voice of reason, James Jerome Sadler. I don't think our husband liked him very much, but he speaks some sense. He seemed to have his, have our best interests at heart. Oh, poo. So from Limp Bizkit, it sort of went on. Oh my goodness. Went on to a couple of the sort of screamo-y type things. I liked Finch. Finch were very good. I liked a Japanese band called the Mad Capsule Markets. I mean, that's not really screamo, is it? But
There is no escape.
there is no escape. And then... listened to a lot more metal stuff. Went to university where someone introduced me to Dream Theater, and that's where my true musical taste got formed, I think. I heard Scenes from a Memory by Dream Theater. I still think it's probably the best one of the best albums ever made. Absolutely brilliant. But it was also my first foray into progressive music, progressive metal.
I need books. I need them to stop being me. I can't stand being me.
And then from there, it's just been finding more bands like it, really. Nowadays, what do I listen to? I listen to Dream Theater, I listen to Haken, a sort of new age, younger, sexier Dream Theater with some really interesting stuff. They're probably my favourite. Haken, like Taken, but with an H. Listen to them. I also listen to Devin Townsend sometimes when the mood takes me. Carnival, an Australian prog rock metal band as well. They're very, very good. I listen to all sorts of things, really. But those are the sorts of things that I would say best represent my absolute musical taste. No, those are the things that best represent me. I'm getting lost now. I don't know where we've been, what we're doing. She needs books to escape her dreary, horrible life. Fine. Let's find you some books, shall we? Where are we going to find some books? Oh, Arion. Arion. Dutch multi-instrumentalist. We're back here again. Dutch multi-instrumentalist of many, many decades who writes these incredibly B-movie plot lines to concept albums, most of which seem to link together. And he casts a load of characters on each one. And the characters are all prog rock and prog metal and power metal and just regular metal musicians and vocalists from other bands, and each of them plays a character in this sort of epic space opera type thing. And yeah, it's fantastic. It's space opera, rock opera. Yeah, lots of it's in space, to be fair. It's brilliant. Some superb, wonderful music. I'm actually going to go and see him live in September, all being well, in the Netherlands. Does anyone know where I have to go here? Because I'm really starting to get lost. There's no more upstairs to go. I think I've been all around downstairs. What happens if we try going through the middle here? Nothing. So cheesy. Steve, I may have gone ahead and got you a birthday gift, lol. Check your Steam. I did hear something go ba-dink. I very much appreciate that, Cheesy. A second birthday gift from Cheesy. It's my lucky day. My cheesy day. This has to be it. Look at this. Yes. Thank you very much. I shall check that after this stream. Hopefully it's a nice, relaxing, beautiful, experiential game with no scares. Don't trust that doll at all.
I don't know what you should do, but I know this. Your husband is a grown man who swore to love you, honor you, comfort you, and keep you in sickness and in health. You know the damage the flames do better than anyone. Don't set yourself on fire to keep him warm.
Beatrice is talking some sense as well. This is nice. I'm enjoying seeing the kind of messages she's getting from friends and so on. Ah, the doll's moved. It's going to launch itself now. Ready? I can't get up. Who opened the door? Is it my burnt self? Ah, does Steve know that Little Nightmares 3 is coming out in 2024? He does know. And I have to tell you something. I see. Get rid of you. I have to tell you all something. But it might be a minute before I tell you. After I played Little Nightmares 1, I was so impressed by it that I said to Scarlett, oh, Scarlett, you have to play this. So we got it on the Switch. Did we? Hang on. Yeah, I think we got it on the Switch. Yeah, we did. Or the PlayStation. Maybe we got it on the PlayStation. And it doesn't matter, Steve. You're not 70. You don't... 80. You don't need to clarify every tiny detail that doesn't matter. Anyway, we got it on the PlayStation. PlayStation 4. It was a Thursday. Was it a Wednesday? No, it must have been a Wednesday, because that's the day after we normally do such and such with so-and-so. Anyway, tomfoolery aside, I got it and sat with her while she played it. She loved it. The atmosphere, the vibe, the everything. And that's what we did. And she loved it so much. She then went on to watch the whole of Little Nightmares 2 on YouTube, played, you know, just by one of those commentary-less channels. And she said, Steve, it's so good and so scary, you need to try playing it. And we'd got a bit of bad news around that time. And she was, you know, so... It was something that meant so much to her, so we sort of went, right, I know I'm going to end up playing it for YouTube, and, you know, yeah, that's fine, but let's just have it as our thing. Let's play this together, the two of us. So I bought it on the Switch and played through Little Nightmares 2 on the Switch with Scarlett. And it was wonderful, and I wouldn't change a thing about that. It does mean that when I do end up playing it, because someone gifted it to me. Someone gifted it to me, and I explained this to them as well. But when I do end up playing it, it won't be my first time, so I'm not going to be faking reactions or anything like that, but I'll still be able to play it. I'm going to leave it a bit of time first, just so the, you know, the memory of it subsides. But no, it was quite something. And if any of you know anything about Little Nightmares 2, you'll know there are some parts that were pretty horrific. Anyway, so that's the situation. Ah, this has fallen down. We freed it. And then, of course, Little Nightmares 3 we'll get to. You reckon the second one is the best? It's the best in some ways, but I think I preferred the scale of Little Nightmares 1.
Can I have to. I have to get it back. I have to learn to write again.
Have to learn to write again? Did the desk just shout my name? Stoppy. Oh God, what should I write? Hang on, where's the scales of justice telling me that I've got a choice here? Can't see it. What should I write? Is this choosing the piece of paper? Well, we'll choose the burned old bit of paper. Oh my God. Okay. God. Quite sure what's going on here.
Have a responsibility.
Ah, yes. It's all
Do
the
you
things
remember
I've
the
picked up.
saying that behind...
The surge of power.
Well, we'll still click on this one, I
There's no
think.
coming back to how I was.
Yeah, we accept that we're burned. We'll keep the dead bird in a cage, and we'll write on the crap paper. That should have been obvious. Well, I think. Oh dear. No, don't do that. Oh, atmospheric. The second one does get more deep with the plot. I mean, I'm going to save... There it is. There it is. I'm going to save my thoughts about Little Nightmares 2 for when I play it again on stream. But yeah, no, we had a great time playing it together and screaming and shouting. And Scarlett had a wonderful time watching my reactions to it for the first time. So that was a good bit of weekend, which we needed. Right, we should be able to break these chains. I have to break free. Want to break free. Did I muck it up on the second word? I've got to break free. I messed it up on the first word. All right.
It's like I'm always bound.
I realise the irony of this stream. Oh my God, we've got 26 viewers. Hello, everyone. I just had to talk about Little Nightmares 2, and you all come pouring in. Welcome to all of those of you who are new. Hang on.
All these hours at the piano, with the violin, with the flute. I didn't want to create art. I wanted to be art. You saw that, and it felt as if something new opened in me. I saw it open in you as well. New possibilities, new ways to make beauty.
I've just realised why my resting heart rate is so high. It's because I had a huge coffee about half an hour before starting this stream, and now I've had a really strong jasmine tea, which is full of caffeine. So I think maybe I should see that in the future. I'm not going to have a cup of tea or a cup of coffee before I start streaming and see if my resting heart rate's a bit lower. Ruru, no, I didn't record it. You'll have to go back and see my explanation as to why.
Happy and free.
But I will record it. It won't be first-time reactions, but they will still be genuine. And I'll probably do that later on this year or maybe next year. Oh my god, is stuff starting to appear as I turn around? Or did I just miss those? Yeah, so I do have Little Nightmares 2, which I will play for the channel, but it will be some time before I do. Because I need the memory of it to fade. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, I don't like it. Anyway, welcome to those of you who have joined. It just took talking about
Honey,
Little
wait for
Nightmares 2 for you all to join. We've almost doubled our viewership. In fact, we have doubled our viewership since I was complaining about it. Welcome to the newcomers. Say hi in the chat, lovely newcomers.
There's
Identify
always a way
yourselves.
to connect with the things we love. And this way is acceptance.
There's always a way to... yeah. But it's funny, I'm role-playing this as the bitter old woman rather than... Hello? Oh, God. I was really hoping she'd jump on the cat and ride it off.
Fast.
Looks like the cat's on baby bell wheels. I could do with a baby bell.
There was one reason for her to be strong. Her little daughter. But it was all wrong.
What was all wrong? Welcome, O Limited. I'll let you get back to lurking. But nice to see you. Thank you for saying hello. I do appreciate it when lurkers say hello, because I'm a lurker. I don't really watch streams or anything, but anytime I have done, or anytime I have watched videos, I don't comment. I lurk. I understand, but it's
Wait for Mommy.
really nice to see you, so thank you. I appreciate the lurkers. As well as the talkers. Ah! Hang on, I'm gonna have to just get over that one for a second. Instant recovery, yeah, we're good. We're good. What's the heart rate? 113. Fuck. Ooh. 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 Right, that was horrible. This game doesn't often do that, just have a person appear right in front of you.
When in darkness, try to remember that you have a daughter. You brought her into this world, and she needs you. Be strong for her, if not for yourself.
Yeah, I mean, I've got nothing much to say about that, other than... yeah?
She likes to dance, my free bird. Blissfully ignorant of the prison this world is.
It's all very well looking at glass cases with her shoes in them.
Tried to play, but it was insane.
You've got to look after your daughter.
To caress a child with hands bound with chain.
Go away, stop peering around the door. You can tell this is new because they've adopted some sort of horror tropes from more new games and films and things. No, games. Which is good. I'm not saying it's a bad thing at all, but you can tell that this is new content. rather than remade content, because having her appear around the corner like that,
She doesn't even know what to do with the dolls.
that's not old
She
layers of
mostly
fear.
tries to make them go to us when we call her. I think
Hello, John.
sometimes she ties them and locks them up.
It's not quite what the subtitle said there. Something to think about. Collect 11 items. Bloober Team, if any of you see this, you've made a brilliant game here and I love the work you've put into it. But I'm really unimpressed with the achievements. And people say, well, Steam makes them put the achievements in. And that's fine. But don't make them so, you know, I'm trying to get immersed into this world and this story. And when something pops up saying, you've collected 11 items, it's like, fuck off. I don't need you to tell me that.
You can't remember.
Oh! This is much worse than... See, look, you've got a great game here, Bloober Team. Stop doing it with the achievements. This is much worse than having her just slowly follow you. Oh, just hanging there, just in some weird contorted pose, staring at you. Or staring around the wall, or appearing with a big Jun. Oh. Achievement Jun. Hey, Teaspoon. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the stream. 31 viewers. There she goes. Oh, interesting. The woman, well, burnt me turned into the doll. What's that supposed to represent? Oh my god. Love the twisted stairs. Pick up the bear.
She
Oh
named
god.
Mr. Quiet. Mr. Quiet is her favorite toy. He never screams, she told me. He never makes a sound.
My god. Am I getting vibes that this child is significantly more fucked up than we gave her credit for? Because we didn't really get that much in the painter's story, and when we did the daughter's story when she came back, yes, she clearly had some issues, but I didn't think she was torturing her toys and then call one Mr. Quiet because he doesn't scream. Kind of twisted. I keep letting that happen. Keep forgetting. Go into your room. Oh god! It's taken control. I can't move the mouse. Oh, it's one of those types of anime, is it? Right, we got chained up by our wheelchair. So we're wanting to reach out for our daughter, but the wheelchair bound us and chained us. Well, that's the metaphor, isn't it? I understand that. Achievement says, live through the second conversation. Still not burnt. I'm pretty sure my hand isn't either. We can't quite see it because she uses her other hand to do that. Ah, yes, we've seen that. She threw the doll away. I think it's gone. So that's relationship with her husband and her music and her child, all fucked by this horrible burn that she's had. I wonder what's left.
I need to do more.
If they see me playing a sonata, they won't lock me up. Do you know what? I want to pop into this room now just to have a quick look, because there might be something new in there now I can access it properly. Yes, see?
Everything in my life is tainted now.
I'll do this downstairs
Soaked
too.
in ever-moving shadows that flames cast on me. They surround the cell I'm locked in, and there seems to be no escape. Yesterday, I played with our daughter for a while. She was a bit shy at first, but then she loosened a bit. Started to laugh and dance. I felt the happiness coming. It was just at the door. And then, like a guard in a prison, feeling that I might just catch a glimpse of freedom, the pain came. I saw the fear in her eyes. In her mind, I must be a maimed monster, haunting her worst nightmares.
There's a lot of self-loathing here, and I'm really glad that they're exploring this. They're exploiting it. They're exploring it from the daughter's perspective. That says death on the bottom row there, just so you know. I'm glad they explored it from the daughter's perspective, and they are also exploring it from the mother's perspective. I think those are really good additions to the game that really helps fill it out, and it makes me very glad. Let's pick up the note that I missed in here. Makes me very glad that I played the whole first one again, it remastered. I'm getting a lot more out of it that way.
As far as beauty goes, this painting is the antithesis of it. A slap in the face of aesthetic. Does the man who painted it even understand what beauty is? Or did whining about the ugliness of his surroundings strip him of the ability to perceive and create art? In the prison of his own mind, beauty ceased to exist.
What happened to them is, of course, tragic. But it was also something that happened to you. As your relationship changes, your art will change with it. You should take extra care of yourself in this difficult period.
Now, what happened to Illegible? Now, since we're doing the old looking to see what the names are game, if you look really closely, and I don't know if it's coming through on the the recording, but it finishes with a K. It might have a B in it. Does it finish with SK? That's a really funny sound when I get... that really got me. I don't know why, sorry. It's like babarusk. Babushka? Babarusk. I may lurk, but I appreciate every video you post. Cheers, Storp. That's really kind of you. Thank you, Lurker. Flurker Lurk, shall we say, not Flirt Alert. I really appreciate that. Your name hasn't come through, which is annoying, but that seems to happen sometimes with Streamlabs. Certainly on the first donation it seems to happen, and then it seems to write itself after that. I don't know why. But I really appreciate that. Thank you very much, and thank you for lurking. You are just as lovely and valuable as the non-lurkers. That sounds a bit weird, but it's true. Ah! I really wish that would stop happening. Fuck. Right, we're going to go downstairs. We're going to get the note that this one said. The note that this one said. You know what I mean? I realised that for 2 live stream videos now, I've called this Act 2 Begins Now, and we haven't got to Act 2 yet. We've just played the 2 DLCs. So the next one will be Act 2.
Today, I walked by the piano and remembered a meeting.
This is an entr'acte.
Friends, I think a year into our marriage. We all had a little too much wine.
Hi, Psycho.
I started playing Carreño. I was completely lost in music.
I thought they were talking about a board game.
Carreño. Strange, beautiful soulscapes, completely free. When I finished, nobody made a sound for a good while, afraid to break the spell. Could the magician I was then turn into the monster I am now?
I think you're thinking too much of yourself there and thinking too little of yourself now. You need to have a happy middle ground that can apply to you in all aspects of your life. Barbarisk, which I think is what your name is. It's not a name. Is there a name that has a B in it and ends with SK? That's what I want to know. Can someone Google that? Someone look it up. Oh wow, we dropped another. We dropped 8 viewers. What did I do? Look, Jodie, what are you doing on the wall? I saw you. I saw you. We also want to get the note from in here, don't we? Billy, you asked, what am I doing with my bank holiday tomorrow? I am having my sister over, and we're going to play a board game. And then we're going to... Maybe there wasn't one in here. And then we're going to watch Evil Dead Rise. Or Rises. No, I think it's Evil Dead Rise, isn't it? We're going to rent it. Because we've not seen it yet. And there's a special place in our hearts for the first one, as you probably remember from the video on YouTube. I don't want to set up a thing and react to it, because... I think I said that recently. You lose something when you react to a film. It's much better just to play it. To watch it, and it's much more fun. I'm kind of stuck here. Where the hell do we go? Flirt alert? Jodie Baloney! You joined me downstairs on the painting. I was lurking through Search Easy for months before I joined the chat on my own channel. Happy belated birthday. Well, many thanks to you, Jodie. Long-time lurker... kitchen. Long-time lurker turned... what's the opposite of lurker that kind of sounds like lurker? Talker? Splurter, because you splurt out all of your words. No, it doesn't sound very nice, does it? What are you? I'm a splurter. Ugh, you should see a doctor about that. Look! Lurkers and... Shirkers? No. Burks. Lookers. Lookers. No. I liked looker until I thought about it, and then I don't like it, sorry. Lurkers and... Yeah, lookers sounds like lurkers, really. We need something more active. Lurkers and something. Well, thank you, Jodie, anyhow.
Yes, I hit it! Can't you see what's happening to you?
Dealing with the alcoholism here. Oh, man. Do you know, I don't think I'd noticed these chains for a while. They just get so stuck in your mind as part of the aesthetic.
The rotten heart of our house.
Oh, here we go. One more. Once more. Don't remember that one. That's horrible. Thud, thud, thud. Lurkers and creepers. Lurkers and the revealed. Needs to have more of a rolling off the tongue than the revealed. Roamers? Berserkers? They're not going berserk, they're just... It's tough.
When I couldn't spend a day without crying. But now, I don't even want to do that.
Oh, she's depressed.
It's like my emotions are locked in their own cage, and I can't even be bothered to look for the key.
That sounds like depression to me. I realise I'm just poo-pooing all of your names for the opposite of lurkers, but I'm not coming up with any good ones, am I? So I realise that. And you're all doing great work suggesting suggestions. But they're just not fucking good enough, okay? Maybe the lurkers need to come up with a name for it. Maybe they have, but they're just lurking and they haven't said. Wow.
Playing with our daughter is usually a joyous occasion. One of few left in my life. Today, though, I had to ask her to leave almost mid-sentence. It's all these questions. How do you feel, Mommy? What do you think, Mommy? Mommy, why are you sad? What is your name, Mommy? I don't know, darling.
Oh, dear.
I don't know. I don't know anything but the fact that my chains grow heavier every day.
Ooh, dear. Happy Sunday, everyone. Come and join Storpy for a nice, light-hearted stream. Yes, can you suggest a synonym for someone who is actively involved that rhymes with lurker? Someone get on ChatGPT and ask. Participator, lurker and participators. It's a bit long. It needs to roll off the tongue better. It doesn't need to rhyme with lurkers. It just needs, like, lurkers and... It needs to be 2 syllables. And it needs to be... Because the people who are watching... Right, we're getting into this. The people who are watching... Let's think. The people who are watching, they're just sitting, minding their own business, watching the stream, aren't they? So that's fairly innocuous. But then lurker makes it sound... more than it is. It makes it sound sort of almost sinister, like they're a malevolent force just biding their time. So I guess that the people actively participating, so chatters, for example, is a good one, but it needs to be more than chatters. It needs to be something a bit more kind of, what am I doing here? What am I doing? It needs to be something a bit more, a bit exaggerative. Twerkers. Workers? Splurters. Yeah, see, this is it. Yeah, that's why I said spurters or splurters or blurters or blurters. Has anyone said blurters? Lurkers and blurters. Because you're blurting out, but you're not blurting out, you're just chatting normally, so that's just hyperbolic enough. Storpy gives it the seal of approval for now. Blurters is what you are. Lurkers and blurters. Right, looks like we're going to have to make a choice here. I didn't see the thing designating the fact that we had to make a choice. But quite often I don't notice that until after we've made the damn choice. So do we destroy the gun, or do we destroy the child? The gun is breaking the chain. I'm not quite sure what all this means and what the choice I'm making means. Like, what choice am I making here? If I burn that, what am I choosing? Presumably, if I burn it, I'm choosing to get rid of the gun and choose to keep my child. But I could burn the child and choose to... Did the wife kill herself with a gun? I have a feeling she did, didn't she? Well, as we're role-playing this... Yeah, look, the gun's associated with death and skulls and dead trees, and the child's associated with life and beauty and flowers. But that's exactly it. It's aimed at the child, which is weird. So is that some sort of crossover? And it's also, in the painting, it's breaking a chain. So, all these metaphors are so mixed, I don't know quite what to choose. But I think, unless anyone corrects me, I think I'm going to go with getting rid of the child, because I'm role-playing this woman as, you know, choosing the worst option each time. Because why not? Y over A minus X over B equals 1. Ah, good point. Lurkers and blurters. Well, what do you think then? Shall I get rid of the child to carry on with our, you know, locking the bird in the cage and choosing to write all of the, you know, embrace the fact that we're a monster and the fact that we're burned and stuff like that? It's happening. We're choosing the wrong ending. Which part of me do I want to destroy? Again, that would have been really useful to have before I made the sodding decision. Which part of me do I want to destroy? Yeah, so my assumption was correct. That's good. Okay. We've sacrificed the child. We've chosen not to have that part of me. Since I think that's what ended up happening, right? In the original game and in the DLC. The child's story, the daughter's story. I'm pretty sure that we've done what's in keeping with that. Oh, God. What's out there? I'm gonna have to go and check. Oh.
I feel that my soul has gone sick, and that's why I'm writing to you. It's like all my energy has gone away. It is hard to even get out of bed. Not because of the pain. I don't mind the pain as much as I used to. I just can't see the point of getting up, eating, talking to anyone, living this life in the prison my body has become.
You're watching Storpy, japes and jokes and lots of happiness. Can we just acknowledge the fact that probably about 2 minutes ago, Sir Cheesy wrote, "Sacrifice the child," and then there's been silence since then. I find that pretty funny. Okay. What have we got here? This is another choice. Ah, there we go. Which part of me do I want to destroy? Do I want to destroy my suicidal ideation? Or do I want to destroy my husband and his work? Well, again, going for how the game has portrayed her to me so far, I'm going to go for the... Yeah, there we go. I'm going to go for that. Again, I don't think that's the best option. I just think it's the most appropriate option if we're role-playing this woman. That's a bit spooky. That skull that looks like it's in a mirror. Oh, wow. The lighting. That is so cool. I'm just going to let you see that for a bit. Oh. Hang on, we need to frame it nicely. There we go. Rule of thirds, baby. There she is!
Can't go on like this.
We're away from her? There is no other way. Than what? I mean, there's this way. Is that another way? No, it's not, is it? Oh no, we can get this way. Haha! I flummoxed you, game.
I can't help but thinking that what's happening to me is right on some level. I deserve to be imprisoned in this body, in this house. After all, what can I bring to the outside world? Why should anyone love me, admire me, seek my company?
Because you're a beautiful human being with talent and love and interesting things to say. And even if you didn't have any of those things, you're still worth it.
The symptoms you're describing aren't uncommon, especially among women and artists. Being that you are both, you are naturally more prone to hysteria and melancholy. I'd suggest avoiding extreme emotions and spending time in peaceful surroundings. In fact, we have a center for troubled women here and just over the sea.
A centre for troubled women back in the very early 1900s. That sounds so much fun for the poor women involved.
We had another argument today.
Itchy moustache.
Asked
Sorry.
if I was feeling all right, and I just snapped. I don't understand why I'm being treated that way. The accident was ages ago. And I left largely unscathed. I'm fine now. It's like he wants me to be locked in this house forever. He was hurt. I could see that. And as ashamed as I am to admit it, it brought me a bit of satisfaction.
What have I become? Yeah, avoid emotions. Oh, I see. It's essentially a slightly more doctory way of saying, oh, cheer up, love. No light. Oh, bugger. Alright. Alright, let's get out of there. I don't like that spooky closet. We haven't had her sort of appear from round somewhere for a long time, have we? Oh! Spoke far too bloody soon. Alright, that's locked. She did say locked, 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 didn't she, to be fair?
You walk your own shackles.
She can't use doors, we forgot about that. Yikes. Oh dear. Boss fight time? Methinks. Look at this. Oh no. Pick up the knife and see what happens, shall we? Is there an alternative to picking up the knife and seeing what happens? Oh, there is. There's a way through here, potentially. Don't love this. Let the light come back. Oh, it's like a huge arena. I'm going to have to fight something. And it's going to chase me and I'm going to hate every second of it. See, again, this doesn't feel like old Layers of Fear, does it? This feels suddenly quite different. Ah, here we go. Let's ignore the knife. And try getting through here. Ah, poo. Alright. We're just getting the lay of the land before we take the knife and the roller coaster ride begins. Had a lovely curry last night. My go-to for curries is a vegetable dansak. I don't know if any of you have ever had a dansak, and no jokes about it sounding like or tasting like Dan's sack, because I shall not entertain those kind of jokes. Maybe none of you would have, but for me mentioning it. Whoops! Anyway, vegetable dansak. Delicious. Nice and spicy. Quite sweet. A bit sour. Oh, the knife's gone. Just hugely flavoursome and delicious. Let's try this door again. Again. Try this new door. No? Okay. Let's read the note. Did I actually preempt you, Billy, or was that a meta joke?
I wrote to the doctor declining his offer. I won't be locked up. I won't let them. I will get through this on my own. This is my head.
Yeah. It's not sour. It's just got a tiny... Oh, fuck. It's got a tiny bit of sourness to it. Just enough to be delicious. Oh, that's not the key then. I mean, that's not the door for that key. Well, that's alright. We do that. Oh, we can't go that way. Which way can we go? Guess we have to go round. Dansak, is it a medium curry? It's probably just a little higher than medium, I'd say, spice-wise. It depends on where you go. I've had non-spicy dansaks and I've had fairly spicy dansaks. This one, I think they should be... Oh! They should be pretty spicy. Maybe just below Madras level? Or just below Jalfrezi level? I don't know, something like that. Anyway, let us move beyond curry. Not that I wish to, I love curry. I could talk about curry forever. And let's get out of here. Glad I did the rounds and explored. She's appearing ahead of me again. Cheat. Here it is. Let me get out. Yeah. Fuck.
Can't go on like this.
Oh, we get to choose again. Which part of me do I want to destroy? Now, what's this about? Do I want to destroy the thing I love, which is the violin, or do I want to destroy some scissors? What part of her is that representing? Is that another deathly part of her? That doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand that. I don't think she would give up her violin. I always thought that her music was what drove her, so I'm actually going to destroy the scissors. Maybe that's supposed to represent her cutting her hair and being beautiful or whatever? Don't know. Oh, that music's a lot better than the previous things I've destroyed. Oh! Will you stop doing that? Oh, we're back here. Aha! Time to break the break the chains. Here we go. Using her super meta kung fu powers, she karate chopped right through the chain. Ah! Interesting. Wake up in bed again, or next to bed.
Pathetic. You weakling. You claim that you're perfect? Nothing would hurt you if it were the truth. Perfection is incorruptible, eternal, proud. Look at you, chasing me around like a fool. What even am I to you? You are my future. I am strong enough to be you. I will be perfect.
You've got to stop staring at her chest. Live through the third conversation. Done. Oh! It's quite nicely done. And we've lost the torch. That should just be on the floor out here, shouldn't it? See you later, Ruru. Thank you very much for joining. Love and peace to you. Okay, downstairs. Get that torch back, and we'll also pop back into the... whichever room it was that... was it the kitchen? That had the chains... that will have the note in it? Don't know.
I'm sure that when she gets better, both your art and hers will reach new heights. It's just a matter of time and of her wanting to heal.
Collect 32 notes. I must be winning. What an achievement. Ah. I can't see the note that that one brings. Normally when you go back into the room that you've broken a chain in, there's always been a note that you can read. Can't see one in here. Maybe it's because I chose to destroy the chain destroying thing and keep the music rather than something bad? Rather than destroying the child or the painter? I don't know. I don't know. Into his studio we go. I feel this is going to be the final place.
My husband's palace. When he locked himself in there, the whole house felt like a prison cell.
Ah. Oh my god, the lag. What was that sound? Something just went... I think it's just loaded an enormous level based on the frame rate. Nothing in here. Guess I'll just head back out into the regular house that I left. Oh, hang on a second. I don't know if I'll ever be immune to scares, Manly. Hey Alicia, welcome. Yeah, I don't think I'll ever be immune to scares. I get better at handling them, I think. I'll be interested to see how... Oh, wow. How well I'm doing in Layers of Fear, the remake, compared to Layers of Fear, the original. Just see what kind of... what kind of reactions I had to the same scares after, you know, 10 years or whatever it's been. 5 years, 6 years. Wow! And no wonder the frame rate dropped. It's gone very Visage all of a sudden. Oh. Look at this.
I'm sorry for the late answer. These letters are hard to read for me. I don't sleep because I'm thinking about you and your misfortunes. I need a break after each letter. And when I come back to it to write the answer, there's always a matter of deciphering. Your handwriting. I'm sure you know it's not as beautiful as it used to.
I'm sure you know it's not as beautiful as it used to. If I was the voice actor, I'd have gone, hang on. Shouldn't there be the word B at the end of that? And also no full stop after deciphering? Oh well. Wow, Beatrice's unwavering support has started to waver pretty fucking heavily. Thought she was a good one. Oh, that's a screenshot, that, isn't it? Look at it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Yesterday I was woken up by, I think, the most terrible sound I've ever heard. Like a sick cat being slowly strangled.
God.
It took me a long time to realize it was the violin. She picked it up and tried to play. I think there's no coming back for her.
I wouldn't have written that down myself. Even if I had thought it, I don't know if I'd have written it and left it somewhere for her to see. Pretty horrible thing to say. Could have just been nice, husband guy. That's something I don't understand about the world. Why can't people just be nice? It's not that hard. Just be nice. So many problems would be solved if people were just a bit nicer. Wow. Just taking some of this in, it's very nicely put together.
From what you write, this whole situation is very hard for your child.
Flashing light
Maybe
warning.
you should spend less time with her. I know it's painful,
Ghost
but
teddy
I
bear.
believe it will be for the best. You both need time.
Maybe you should spend less time with her. Oh. Yep, that's changed. Sad cat face. I wonder if what's happening here is based on the choices I've made throughout this this gameplay. This particular section, anyway. The musician's story. Collapse behind us. Yeah, it's an interesting dynamic, Billy, you're right. Right.
Sometimes I think she changed too much. That this is not the person I loved. That this is not a person I
got
could
very
ever
dark.
love.
Light me up, Stevie. It's supposed to be very rainy today, and lightning and stuff, so wouldn't be surprised. Oh, I can't see anything now. Oh, they're all turning that way. They are. Cool. Oh, I like how the baby turns into just some shoulder. That's very clever. 9 out of 10. I liked it when the baby turned into some shoulder. Would play again.
If you refuse to take on recommended treatment and visit my facility, I'm afraid there's nothing I can do for you.
Oh, we're down into the 70s on the heart rate. The caffeine must be subsiding. Right, so she's not taking the recommended treatment. This is just the slow, torturous descent to her final demise, I suppose. Oh, I could have taken 2 roads there. I chose this one. I don't suppose they make a difference. Hi guys, and welcome to my stream of Only Up. But we're actually playing the sequel, Only Down. Can we do it without falling off? If you're going to include... Look, if you're going to include a mirror as a core part of this little bit of gameplay, make that look better. Look at that walking. And her standing on nothing there. Yeah, Steve, you do it. Well, I can't because I'm not a game programmer, but that's pretty bad.
I don't think you fully understand your condition. You have been in a terrible accident, and you are, to be honest, lucky to be alive. Not to mention writing letters, demanding of your body to come back to normal. To be healthy is like demanding a broken mirror to fix itself. You're doing great progress, and you're healing.
You're doing great
progress.
progress.
But I'm afraid things won't be back to normal.
They needed to anglicize this better.
No doctor on Earth can make the pain go away. I'm truly sorry to tell you that. But you will have to learn to live with it.
That's an interesting perspective. Push that over. Fuck you, mirror. Oh, I'm so ugly I smashed the mirror. Oh. Oh.
Perfection.
Strange
To call yourself an artist,
screen.
a musician, a woman in her many roles, muse, wife, mother. To call yourself anything, you need to at least strive for perfection. I didn't strive. I achieved it. And then it was taken from me. Forever locked outside of the cage that was my life. I will not accept it.
I've just remembered what ends up happening to her.
I am no one. I am nothing if not perfect.
See, that was some good animation. Ah.
Why am I so cold? Why is it so silent?
Well. Start a foundation. See the end of the musician's story. Well, aside from some janky character models and some slightly dodgy translations in the notes, that was superb. I really enjoyed that, like looking to her perspective there. That was really, really good. Yeah, great. The musician's story was superb. I really enjoyed that. Now we're back to the lighthouse, featuring our favourite writer, and we've got to see what happens with her and how that ties into, presumably, this boat that we're looking at here. Maybe not that boat, that looks too Titanic-y, but the boat that we will be on next time when we play Layers of Fear. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm going to stop there, have a little chat with the lovely chat. What did you guys think? Enjoy that section? The final note? I did. Exactly what the painter kept saying. You took it from me. I don't think they're great with doing people you didn't really see her that well in the first game. No, you didn't. Yeah, what do people think of that? I'm impressed with all of this. It's a really cool. Let's have something you can look at. There you go. It's a really cool reimagining of the game, or resetting of the game, and putting it into this perspective. I quite like how we get the DLCs as little extra kind of novels. Very fun. Good environmentally, yep, exactly. You go and watch back, Psycho. I'm glad you enjoyed what you saw, though. Thank you, Marquet. Enjoying the Lighthouse series. Yeah, there's one more part to come. It's it gets the heart rate going. Let's put it that way. Yes, they've got a great handle on the Unreal Engine 5, haven't they? It looks phenomenal. And again, aside from a couple of massive zones there, this has run absolutely flawlessly smoothly on this machine. And I've not got the best machine ever. What have I got? Like a 3060, I think, my graphics card, and then some other stuff. I never remember the numbers off the top of my head. Yeah, good scares as well. Well, speaking of which, it's Jun of the Month soon. I've been trying to compile a few Juns to see what it is that you guys decide to vote on, but we'll see. Expect to see that in the next couple of days, I think. Maybe on Tuesday, I think I'm releasing that, but we'll see. Anyhow, lots of love to all of you. Thank you so much for coming and spending the last 2 hours with me. I'll be back to streaming this, possibly later on in the week, possibly next weekend. Either way, I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Thank you once again, every single one of you, and catch you on the next video. Have a lovely weekend. Bye-bye.